If you are in a relationship right now, let me turn you on to the Ritual app. You are going to schedule your one-on-one session live with your clinician every week. I happen to be one of them. And in preparation for these sessions, you and your partner every single week, you're going to look at your video content that is curated for you and your partner. And you're going to learn the relationship skills that you need to really keep your relationship running smoothly and to keep both of you strong and emotionally healthy. And you're going to meet with your clinician afterwards. You're going to take the assessment. You're going to do your journal prompts and take the assessment so your clinician can find out how you're doing and how things are going in your relationship and the areas that you may need to get stronger in. But Ritual is an absolutely amazing app. It's going to help keep your relationship on track. It's going to give you that curated time with your partner every week to work on your relationship. And so I want you to check out the link at the bottom of this video and click on it, and you will get 20% off of the Ritual app. You also have the opportunity to message your clinician in between sessions. So you can also do that. But it is an absolutely amazing tool, a great modern day tool for couples to keep their relationship strong and healthy. So check out the Ritual app today, and don't forget to use my link to get 20% off of your first month of Ritual. And if you'd like to work with me, please let them know you're interested in working with Anita Stoudmire. Good day. It is an overcast day, but it is a very warm day, so I had to put my phone in front of the vent clip because I have the air on in the car. And today I want to talk with you a little bit about the foundation for unhealthy relationships. So I'm going to talk to you about how healthy relationships are formed and how unhealthy relationships are formed. And I really, really want you to pay attention to this. This is very, very critical, okay? The two distinct differences between healthy relationships and unhealthy relationships. So, welcome here to my channel. I thank you so much for tuning in and watching my videos. You could do me the biggest favor ever by liking this video at the end if you got value from it, by subscribing to the channel. That is something that doesn't cost a dime. You are welcome to tip me based on the value that you receive from my videos, or if your heart, calls you to just give back or sow a seed or whatever it is you want to do. I appreciate it all. And just thank you so much. More than anything, I'm just glad that you're here. I'm glad that, I get to share this information with people who are hungry for knowledge, for women who want to grow and get better and be their best selves. It's one of the reasons why I started my channel, is to pour into and help develop women, specifically younger women. Because if I can be honest, my generation, Gen X, we have not done a very good job. We have not done a very good job at leading and guiding and directing our younger counterparts, our millennials, our Gen Zers. And so I feel like I'm here to fill in that gap. I have 3 Gen Z children that are in their early 20s, and I'm always giving them this game, and I give their friends this game, and they're like, yeah, our parents don't talk to us about this. Our parents don't tell us this. Okay, well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you this wisdom, give you this knowledge, all this stupidity that I done did in my life, so you don't have to go down that same road and fall in that same hole. That's why I exist, okay? So, unhealthy relationships, they are founded on feelings. They are founded on chemistry. They are founded on, I need a place to stay. I need my bills paid. I need money. I need validation. I need attention, right? There's an unhealthy, toxic need underneath. That is what unhealthy relationships are founded on. We don't talk enough about that. Okay? But chemistry and feelings and emotions, that is the basis of unhealthy relationships. What are healthy relationships founded on? Healthy relationships are founded on good morals, values, shared values, and character. Healthy relationships are founded on how we are treated by a person, how that person shows up for us, and healthy compatibility. That's what healthy relationships are founded on. Time, consistency, and a person's effort. That's what healthy relationships are founded on. And so, if I can be so honest and so frank, most of the relationships we see out here are not healthy. They're not emotionally healthy. They're not physically healthy, financially healthy, spiritually, morally healthy. They're not healthy because they are founded on all the wrong things. We follow our feelings. We say, ooh, I'm tinkly all inside, and ooh, you look good, and ooh, your behind is fat, and ooh, you smell good, and all of that, right? And we dive head first into a relationship or a situationship or friends with benefits or just plain old sex. And then what oftentimes happens is people, because, we're doing this for a while, and because time is going by, we're now like, okay, we've been doing this for a year. We've been doing this for 2 years. We've been doing this for 5 years, right? We actually want to try to make it legitimate. We want to try to make it healthy. But here's what you need to understand. You're not going to build something healthy using unhealthy tools, unhealthy foundation in which to build on. That's not going to happen. And what do I oftentimes tell young people? You cannot have a long-term relationship using short-term mating strategy. It will never work. And by never, I mean never. So I've had people challenge me on the never, right? It will eventually implode. And before it implodes, it will become incredibly toxic. Okay? So I would say 90%, 92%, let's say 92%. That's a nice number. 92% of the people that come into my office, it's because there's a problem, right? The other 8% of people who are in a great relationship, things are going well, they want to be proactive, or they're there for premarital therapy. Like, their relationship's going great. And they're like, yeah, we want to learn some skills. We want to learn some tools. We want to be proactive. We want to make sure that we're doing things the right way the first time. That's 8% of the people that I see. 92% of them are having problems. 92% of them, somebody done cheated, somebody done lied, there's been arguing, there's been physical fighting, the police have been called, and all this other stuff. Like, that's 92%. So a lot of people often say, you don't need a, why are you single? Okay, if you saw the things that I see, like if you saw the things that I see on the daily, you might be too. You might be too. Like, for real. I digress. So when I tell you that you are not going to build a healthy relationship on unhealthy tools and skills and things that you're doing, I know. I'm telling you this because I know. Like, I know. I see this all day, every day for years and years. Okay? It is not going to work out. It's just like people. And y'all, I get tickled. I'm not even going to lie. I get tickled when somebody come to me and they have started a relationship based on an affair, right? They've started a relationship with the affair partner. They've left the husband or the wife for the affair partner and are surprised when them and the affair partner come in. We having problems. And you surprised? Like, come on now. Let's not do that. This whole thing started from an affair. What did you think was going to happen? Did you really think you and this person was going to ride off into the sunset and wasn't going to have no problems? This started by way of an affair. You forgot that part, huh? Like, God don't bless mess. A married man is not your husband. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It ain't gonna end well. And if you stay in it, so one or two things will happen with these type of relationships. You will stay in it and it'll be a hell on earth, or it will end. That's it. That's your option. But this idea that I'm going to turn something that's completely dysfunctional and completely toxic and started by all the wrong means, I'm going to turn that into something healthy is very unlikely. Very unlikely. So, sorry, but I'm really not. That's not going to happen. You started something in an illegitimate way, and you are now trying to legitimize it. And that's just not going to work. That's not going to happen. You are two people. It's like the two wrongs ain't going to make a right. You two wrong people trying to make a right. That's not going to happen. So just be mindful of that. How it starts is pretty much how it's going to go. So if it starts off jacked up and you cheating on your husband and him cheating on his wife and no, it ain't going to get better. It's not going to get better, baby. It's not. It's going to go, ooh, like this. It's going to go straight down here, okay? So unhealthy relationships are based on feelings. They're based on emotions. They're based on chemistry. They're not based on anything real. They're not based on anything long-term, long-standing, anything healthy. They're not. And that's why they become unhealthy, because the means in which we went about it. So this whole idea of, oh, me and my husband we had a one-night stand and it turned into a 10-year marriage. That is the rarest of the rare. Rare. You are an outlier. In statistics, we call you an outlier. But everybody else that's doing that is in the mean average. And it ain't working out. It ain't becoming no marriage. And if it do, that marriage is going down in flames. Because you cannot build a healthy, long-term, stable relationship using short-term mating strategy. You can't go into it with, oh, this is just a freaky situation for a night and I'm just interested in her for looks, or I'm just interested in him for money. Like, that's in you and that's going to come out of you. And then the biggest part of all is you don't know that person. Y'all really underestimate this idea of knowing a person. Look, I had somebody just the other day. I snuck on Instagram, because y'all know I ain't supposed to be on Instagram. I snuck on Instagram and responded to this video where this woman, she worked at a coffee shop, and the guy ordered coffee, and I can't remember how the video went, but in essence, she spit in his coffee. She spit in his coffee right in front of him and gave it to him, and he drank it. And he asked her out on a date. And I was like, y'all are nasty. Like, y'all are nasty. I said, this is no different than y'all going home with a stranger and sleeping with them on the first date. In my mind, it's no different. It's like that person spitting in your mouth. Then some Weisenheimer gonna say, well, the spit is the same whether it's the first date or whether it's your wedding day. The spit is the same. Then I said, well, if it's my wedding day, that spit has been tested for STDs. That spit, like, I know who that spit is coming from. That spit is not a stranger. That spit is a person that I know and love. That spit has been tested for STDs. That's like, there is knowledge behind that. So y'all know what I mean. You just want to normalize dysfunction. And that's what we ain't going to do over here. We're not going to normalize dysfunction. But yeah, some little Weisenheimer came behind me. Well, it's really no different. It's really no different on the wedding day than it is on the first night. You're nasty. Okay? You're nasty. And you want to normalize having sex with strangers. That's not a world I want to live in. That's it. I don't want to live in that world. We're opening my legs and swapping bodily fluids with a stranger. That's disgusting. And y'all want to normalize that think that's okay. I can't with y'all. So just know that if your relationships, if your dating situations are built on chemistry, if they're built on sexiness, if they're built on looks, if they're built on money, if they're built on, you know, I just want to get some lust, right? You, in essence, are saying, I'm choosing a dysfunctional foundation. And you are going to get those dysfunctional results. And this idea that you can keep acting out of pocket, you can keep doing the wrong thing and get the right result, like somebody needs to tell you different. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to tell you the truth. You're not going to do all the wrong things and get the right results. Okay? That's just not going to happen, sweetheart. It's just not. And again, as a couples therapist, as a therapist, seeing thousands and thousands of people over all of these years, like, I have data on my side. I have real life data on my side when I'm telling you this. So I'm not just pulling it out of my behind. I'm not making it up. I'm telling you based on, you know, thousands and thousands of people over years of seeing people. That's kind of what I'm basing it on. That's it. But healthy relationships, they're based on mutual respect. They're based on getting to know each other over time. They're based on admiration, honesty, openness, transparency. They're based on trust, right? They're based on just a genuine like for that person. They're based on shared values and shared morals. They're based on all of the good things. That's a long-term mating strategy. So not going in to get laid, not, you know, getting tipsy on the first date and taking a person home and getting laid. No, that's not going to have good results. And it blows my mind that there are grown people, grown women specifically, that's what I'm going to speak to, who are surprised by that. Like the fact that you're surprised that your one night stand ended so badly. Like, my generation has failed you, right? I mean, I don't know what else to say. My generation has failed you. The fact that you don't know that going home with a stranger, and I'm talking to my women, going home with a strange man you don't know and having sex with him is going to end badly 99.9% of the time. Okay? That's not going to go well. And you all are going to try to legitimize it because I have plenty of clients who do. Oh, I've slept with this man. I've slept with this man multiple times. I now need to make it into something so that I don't feel bad about myself. So I don't feel used and abused. I don't feel like a hoe, a slut, right? So you're going to try to legitimize it. And there is no legitimizing it because you don't know this person. And then when the real them shows up and the real them turns out to have a drinking problem or a drug problem or gets high all the time or is violent or, you know, doesn't have a job or the thousands of other things that can be wrong with people, has a porn addiction and all that other stuff. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Oh, I got to run to Anita's office and try to get help with this, you know, this horrible relationship. Like how it started is how it's going to go. And that's the part that I can't do anything about. That is actually, you know, and I tell people this all the time. One of the most frustrating things about being a couples therapist is I can't go back to the beginning. Like there are a whole lot of mistakes that people make in the beginning and I can't do anything about it. It's like you didn't made all these horrible choices and then here you come, you dump it in my lap. Hey, fix it. Fix it. And I try. I try. I do, y'all. I really try. I try to fix it. I really do. I'm like, let me see what we got. Let me see what we can build on. We got any part of this foundation that we can save? Anything good? Like, I'll be looking for good stuff. Anything? We got anything good here? Because, I mean, based on all the things that you telling me, all the mistakes you made, I got to pluck one good thing out of that and try to build a whole house. But I be trying. So, but that is the difference. You will not get long-term results using short-term mating strategy. Okay? It's like choosing a husband. Imagine this, ladies, that if there was in fact a husband catalog and the only thing in it were pictures of men. And guess what? You only get one. You get to choose one man for the rest of your life. And the only thing that you have to go by is how they look. Imagine doing that. You're going to choose a lifelong partner based on looks alone. That is not a good idea. That is not a good idea, and that's not going to end well. You talk about 50% divorce rate, we would see a 80% divorce rate, a 90% divorce rate if that was the case, and then we see a whole lot of lonely women. Because if that was the law, you only get one husband, and you get to choose that husband based on how he looked. Or how about this? Let me change that. Yeah, the only thing that you could see in the catalog was how much money the husband made. There wasn't no picture. It was like his name and how much money he made and what he do for a living. That's it. Imagine choosing a husband for the rest of your life based on that one criteria alone. 90% divorce rate. So, that's not a healthy way to choose a partner or a lifelong mate or a husband or a wife. It's just not. It's not feasible. So that's it. But I just wanted to share that because I'm seeing a lot of, clients either come back into therapy or people I've worked with in other situations or circumstances. And, I don't know. Some of my teaching fell on deaf ears. Some of my, wisdom they did not utilize. And I don't really know what to say about that because you can't say I didn't tell you. Like once I tell you, I'm good. That I'm absolved. I'm absolved of any bad thing happening because I told you. Yeah, these are the boundaries you need to set. These are the boundaries you need to set with yourself. These are the boundaries you need to set with them. This is the criteria in which you find a good man or a good woman. If you do not utilize that, you get what you get and you don't have a fit. That's it. All right, my dog is out here trying to dig up around the bricks again. I was given this tip. To keep her from digging up holes is to put bricks in them and put dirt over them. And this fool is out here trying to lift up the brick with her mouth. Like she said, I'm digging in this hole. She trying to move the bricks. Oh, Lord, look at her. And just like babies, y'all, if dogs weren't so cute, if they weren't so damn cute and so loyal and so, oh my gosh, that's what keep me doing what I'm doing. Because, Lord, if they weren't so darn cute and so darn loyal and faithful, oh, my God, because it's like kids. It's like kids, y'all. All right, I got to go. I am running in here because I left my mouse at home, and then I'm heading back to the office. It's going to be a very busy day, and I got some administrative stuff to do, but I want to thank you all again for joining me here on the platform. I appreciate you all. I appreciate how you support my platform. If you would like to work together one-on-one, you may do so by clicking my pillar link. Okay, and that's all of my offerings. So all of my ebooks are there. My custom request is there. My coaching sessions are there. And if you don't know by now, if you are a single woman, I have written a book just for you. It's called Choose Well. Okay, a single woman's guide to determine the best man for you. Okay, a feminine woman's guide. Okay, and again, I am updating that book. As a matter of fact, right now I'm in the process of updating that book. But it is the book I wish I had when I was 22, 23, 24, 25. It is written very succinctly and very clearly. In terms of, okay, you need this, you don't need this, just like I said in this video, you do not need to build a relationship on chemistry. You do not need to build a relationship on, infatuation. Y'all, this dog, hey, knock it off. I mean, this dog is on my last nerve. All right, but there's good principles in that book. So I want you to check it out. And it's available on Amazon along with the second book called Do Well. I wrote that one for women in relationships. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Please feel free to reach out at info@betterlovemovement.com. If you have a question, you can send it to me at info@betterlovemovement.com. Okay? Let me know what you think. If you have questions, if you have content ideas, I love all of it. I appreciate all of it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay open to love.